Why do we sit here being silent, watching our leaders turn into tyrants? Have they forgotten which side they're fighting for? Checks and balances set aside and rule of laws, youth and ours, and Constitution openly ignored. Man, I'm not okay. Think we are being played. Is it time for right and left to join a greater cause? Man, I'm not okay. The rich claim to be victimized just to attack the marginalized. Is 1% really worth more than all the sick and poor? Always preaching about fellowship while planning their dictatorship. Now we've seen how all of this plays out before. Man, I'm not okay. Think we are being played. Time for you and I to join our country's call. Man, I'm not okay. Ever wonder all the mystery? Why they whitewash our history? Keep dividing is their plan. All in all, such a scam. Algorithm very sly, only used to spread the lies. Politicians know well, hate is simple to upsell. Man, I'm not okay. Think we are being played. Time for you and I to join our country's call.
We are not okay. America is not okay, and we all know that. Former Congressman Joe Walsh, this is the Social Contract with Joe Walsh. Let's figure out how to get okay together. Hey, this show this Wednesday, this very brief show this Wednesday, well, it won't be super brief, but it won't be a long one. Former Congressman Joe Walsh here. This show this Wednesday is about us. It's about the American people. It's not a show about politicians. It's not a show about our political leaders. I'll talk about Trump. I'll talk about Ken Paxton down in Texas. I'll talk about Graham Platner up in Maine. I'll talk about some politicians and some candidates, but the 20 to 30 minutes we've got together right now on this show are not about them. They're about us. And so I want to start this show this morning. Hope you're having a good morning. Hope your morning's off to a good start. I've already had 3 cups of coffee, maybe almost 4. I want to start this show this morning with a question. In fact, a couple questions. But I'll start the show with this question. If the devil himself were on the ballot this fall, and he were a Democrat, the devil, would most Democrats vote for the devil? If it meant control of the House and the Senate? The devil. Would they? Would most Democrats vote for the devil himself this year if it meant their party would control the House and the Senate? Same damn question to Republicans. If the devil himself were on the ballot this year, he's running for the Senate or running for the House, some state, would most Republicans vote for the devil if it meant Republicans would hang on to control of the House and the Senate? Think about that question. And of course, all you independents need to think about that question, because all of you independents going to the ballot box this fall, you're going to have to vote for a candidate. And if you're an independent and you want Democrats to take back control of the House and the Senate, does that mean you'd vote for the devil? I mean, the devil. Evil, the evil, bad devil. If it meant Democrats would control the House and the Senate. Would most American voters vote for the devil if it meant control of Congress? Now, I'm going to posit today, not to be provocative, because I believe this, because I believe this is where our country's at right now. This is how horribly tribal we are, and how dangerously partisan we are, and how, damn it, it's all about winning. I don't give a damn about anything else. I don't give a damn. We just got to win. I got to win. My side's got to win. I would posit that, and the other side's bad. The other side's got to lose. I would posit that today, most Americans would, in fact, vote for the devil if it meant their side would win in November. If it meant their side would control the House and the Senate this November. I believe most Democrats would vote for the devil. I believe most Republicans would vote for the devil. I mean, let's look at where we are. And Keith, we got a shot there of Graham Platner, who won the Maine primary. There he is. Graham Platner wins the Maine primary. He basically ran unopposed, got about 70% of the vote, not a strong number. That means 30% of Democrats did not vote for him. But Graham Platner will move on to face Susan Collins in November in Maine. Thanks, Keith. Graham Platner is a bad, horrible, dishonest guy. No doubt about that. He's a fraud. I think he's an anti-Semite. He wore a Nazi tattoo for 18 years, and he knew exactly what it was. And when he was found out, he lied about it. He's lied about everything. He lies about his background. He lies about everything he's said, the way he's abused and treated women. He lies about everything. He's a bad guy. And yet, damn near every Democrat in Maine is going to vote for him. Why? I'll tell you why. Susan Collins has to lose. Period. And by the way, the question I posed at the beginning of the show, I didn't make up. A Maine Democrat told me that a couple of days ago. Joe, I'd vote for the devil himself if it meant we beat Susan Collins. Graham Platner is a bad, horrible, dishonest fraud. But damn near every Democrat in the state of Maine is going to line up and vote for a bad, horrible, dishonest fraud, because all that matters right now to Democrats is winning. Now, I need to say right now, right, because I can hear you throwing it right back at me. In fact, I ought to duck, right? You're right, right? Republicans started this. MAGA started this. I mean, oh my God. Every Trump supporter, every Trump voter, every Trump follower told us years ago, 11 years ago to be specific, that they don't give a fuck about personal character. Republicans started this, my fellow Democrats. Absolutely. I mean, Donald Trump is a bad, horrible, dishonest fraud. And Republicans have lined up election after election, to support Trump. They sent him to the White House twice. So Republicans started us down this path where personal character doesn't matter at all. The personal character of a candidate doesn't matter at all. Joe, I don't care if he lies to me. I don't care if he cheats. I don't care if he steals from me. I don't care if he's been married 39 times. I don't care if he's sexually abused and harassed women. I don't care if he's openly corrupt. I don't care if he's lawless. I don't care if he has dinner with an anti-Semite. None of that matters to me, Joe. He's Trump. We got to win. We got to beat the Democrats. Yes, Democrats. Republicans started this whole thing of, I don't care if he's a bad, horrible, dishonest fraud. I'm going to vote for him because my side has to win. And now Democrats are fully prepared to do the same. And, I would remind Republicans, down in Texas, you got a guy named Ken Paxton on the ballot to run for that Senate seat down in Texas. Ken Paxton is a bad, horrible, dishonest guy. Worst of the worst. The vast majority of Texas Republicans will line up to vote for Ken Paxton because the personal character of a candidate doesn't matter, doesn't mean shit anymore to Republicans. And the point I'm trying to make is, I don't think it means shit anymore to the vast majority of Democrats. I think this is a really bad, horrible thing. And I've said that for years, yelling at, trying to get the attention of all voters in my former political party. This is a bad thing. It's a bad thing that the personal character of a candidate doesn't matter. It's a bad thing that the only thing that matters is winning. Like you'd vote for the devil? You'd vote for the devil if it meant your side's going to win? We've known for a while, because Donald Trump is evil. Donald Trump is evil. We've known for 11 years now that most Republicans would vote for the devil himself if it meant winning. Democrats have put themselves on that same road. We're so tribal now in this country, both sides, all sides. Nothing matters but winning. We're so tribal. We're so divided, right? I suppose it makes sense when a people gets to a point, and remember, I said this 20 to 30 minute show today is about us, the people. It's not about Platner. It's not about Trump. It's not about Ken Paxton. It's not about any candidate. They are who they are, right? We are the voters who will put them in power or not. It's about us. Republicans have been saying this now for years. We're so divided that we've gotten to a point where the other side is so bad that our side has to win no matter what. Jim Jordan, remember Jim Jordan? Still a congressman from Ohio, the state of Ohio. Jim Jordan and I used to be colleagues. Jim Jordan and I used to be friends, pretty damn good friends. Jim Jordan told me back in the day when Trump first came on the scene. And by the way, Jim Jordan was not a fan of Trump when Trump first came on the scene. Jim Jordan spoke poorly of Trump. Jim Jordan supported Ted Cruz in that 2015, 2016 primary battle. But once Donald Trump got the nomination, Jim Jordan lined up behind Trump. And I'll never forget what Jim Jordan told me privately back then. He told me, Joe, I know Trump's a bad guy, but man, Democrats are evil. They're communists. They're socialists. They're communists. We have to beat them. So Jim Jordan got on that train. I'll support the devil. I'll support Trump, knowing he's a bad, horrible, dishonest guy. And that's where Republicans now have been in this era of Trump. But man, Maine Democrats up in Maine, and there are other Democrats around the country who are bad people, who are anti-Semites, who are Hamas adjacent, who are Islamist supporters, who will win, who've won primaries, could win more primaries, and could be in the House and the Senate. So it's not just Graham Platner. Democrats now too don't care about the quality of the person they're voting for. Republicans haven't cared about that for a long time. Well, looky here. Now both parties are here. And I'm not going to spend time today preaching about why this is a bad place for us to be, because if we elect people who are bad, horrible, dishonest frauds, they're going to act as and serve in Congress as, or serve in the White House as, bad, honest, corrupt, lawless, horrible people. So like we'll get what we deserve. If you tell a candidate that the personal character of that candidate doesn't matter, then you're telling that candidate they can do whatever the fuck they want to do once they're elected. And again, Republicans have told Trump this for years. I don't care, Donald Trump, that you are a pathological liar. I do not care that you lie to me every time you open your mouth. Well, then Republicans abandoned all right when Trump got elected, as he lies to them every time he opens his mouth. But Republicans can't complain about that anymore. And Maine Democrats, if you send Graham Platner to the Senate, who's lied about every aspect of his life and everything he's said and done, you will abandon your right to complain when Graham Platner lies to your face as a United States Senator. If you don't care that you're voting for cheats, if you don't care that you're voting for men who abuse women and sexually harass women, that's the kind of representative you're going to get then. See, that's on you, not them. Platner is who he is. Who are you? By voting for him, you're telling everybody who you are. Just like every Trump supporter has told everybody year after year who they are by supporting him. So yeah, this is a bad place for our dangerously divided, uber tribal country to be. This is no, forget about no country for old men. This is no country for anybody who wants to save our democracy. This is a really bad place. Most Americans right now would support the devil if it meant control of the House and the Senate. And my ask, I hear what you're saying. So let me just explain where I am, because I'm not at all some perfect thing, but I personal character does matter. I couldn't vote for a pathological liar. I couldn't vote for an openly racist candidate. I couldn't vote for an anti-Semite. I have red lines. I hope we all kind of have red lines. I think most of us have let our red lines atrophy, disappear right now, because it's all about winning. But if you're asking me, okay, If I were a Republican and I lived in Texas right now, if I were a Texas Republican and I were faced with Ken Paxton against James Tallarico, if I were a Texas Republican right now, I would vote for Tallarico. Why? He's a good person. And even though I disagree with James Tallarico on most issues, he's a good, decent, honest person who will defend democracy and the rule of law. And Ken Paxton, he's a bad, horrible, dishonest person who right now belongs to a party that is a real threat to democracy and the rule of law. So, my fellow Democrats, if I were a Republican down in Texas, I'd vote for James Tallarico. If I were a Democrat up in Maine, if I were a Maine Democrat, I couldn't vote for either Platner or Susan Collins. I couldn't vote for Platner because he's a bad, horrible, dishonest person who I don't trust with anything. And I couldn't vote for Susan Collins because she belongs to a party right now that is a real threat to democracy and the rule of law. So if I were a Maine Democrat, I'd vote for a third-party candidate up there, or I'd write in a candidate. That would be my choice. But I'm not where most Americans are. I have red lines. And if a candidate crosses those red lines, I can't support the candidate, no matter which party controls Congress. Here's all I'm asking of everybody. And I'm asking this of Democrats, because I've asked this question of Republicans now for 10, 11 years, and they're just not going to be honest about it. What I would ask of Democrats is just be honest about what you're doing. Don't bullshit or lie about it. Just be honest. You're voting for Platner because you want to win. You know he's a bad, horrible guy. There's a part of you that might think he's even unfit. You know he's a bad guy. But that doesn't matter to you right now. All you care about is beating Susan Collins. I just want you to be honest about that. That's all you care about right now. I want you just to be honest that right now, Maine Democrats, just be honest. It's okay to say it. I disagree with it, but just be honest about it. Right now, the personal character of a candidate does not fucking matter to you. I just want you to be honest about that. And be honest about the fact, Maine Democrats, that by voting for Platner, be honest, you're admitting that right now, you're no different from any Trump supporter, and you're no different from any Texas Republican who will vote for Ken Paxton. You got to be honest. You got to own it. You got to be honest. On this one, you're just like MAGA. If you are a Maine Democrat and you vote for Graham Platner, on this one, you're just like MAGA. You're just like every MAGA down in Texas who will vote for Ken Paxton. Be honest about it. You're just like them because they don't care about the personal character of a candidate. And most of them have never been honest with me about that. I've asked this question of them for years. That's all I ask, Democrats. Just be honest about it. You're making a conscious decision right now that you don't give a flying fuck how bad and horrible and dishonest Platner is. You just got to win, baby. It's just all about winning. This is not a good road for a country to head down. Trump and Trump supporters started us down this road. Democrats now are jumping on this road. So both parties now are full speed ahead down this road where I'd vote for the devil himself right now. Just win, baby. Just win. Hey, last thing I want to bring up this morning, Keith, show me that awful headline. Inflation rises to a three-year high on spiking gas prices, squeezing Americans financially. Inflation 4.2%, up over 4%, highest in 3 years since COVID. Inflation spiking. Keep that headline up for 1 sec, Keith. All because of Donald Trump. 3-year high on inflation. Back to COVID era inflation. Thanks, Keith. All because of Donald Trump. This is 100% thanks to Donald Trump. He can't run, and he's an idiot. But this is all on him. And we know what he'll do, he'll lie. He'll put out a post today, he probably already has, that inflation is the lowest it's ever been. He'll say that the prices of groceries are the lowest they've ever been. He'll say that gas prices are way, way down. He'll say that because he lies as he breathes. But as I've said often, everywhere, when Trump lies about the economy, it's not going to work as much because you and I, we all live the economy. So when he tells us, like he has, that gas prices are way, way down, that ain't going to hit, man. That's not like saying these Haitian migrants are eating cats and dogs, right? People will lap up that shit left and right. But when Trump lies about gas prices and says they're way, way down, that ain't going to land the same because we live with these gas prices. But he'll still lie about them. But the important point is this. And I love saying this. I say it often. Donald Trump has single-handedly fucked up our economy. Single-handedly. His stupid illegal tariffs, all on him. He did that. Most of his advisors didn't want him to do tariffs. Most Republicans didn't want him to do tariffs. His tariffs, we forget because of this war, prior to this war beginning, the economy was already tanking. His stupid illegal tariffs and his stupid illegal war. Trump and Trump alone illegally decided to launch this war. It's all on him. I've said it before. If that idiot in the White House, after he was sworn in January of 25, if all he had done these past 18 months was just play golf, no tariffs, no war, no nothing. If he just went and played golf for 18 months, this economy would be humming along. Inflation wouldn't be spiking like this. No tariffs, no war, no nothing. The economy would be humming and Trump and Republicans would be sitting pretty. But he did that. He did the tariffs. He did the war. And every single American is paying a huge price for that. And I hope that every single American remembers the price they're paying for that come November. Hey, hopenotfearproject.org, hopenotfearproject.org. There it is, my effort to travel this country and put people in rooms who disagree with each other and have good, tough, honest, sometimes uncomfortable, heated, but always respectful conversations. Because again, as we said at the top of the show, you got a country right now where most people would support the devil to make sure their side wins. That's a country that's got real issues, man. Hello, ding, ding, ding. Red flags, man. Red flags. We're way too fucking divided. And so much of the divide is driven by hate and fear. Hate and fear, right? What Jim Jordan told me, Democrats are communists. They're bad. They're evil. We got to beat them. So I got to support Trump. Way too many of us feel that way. The other side is bad, evil. Those brown and black people are bad, evil. Immigrants are bad, evil, whatever, right? Hate and fear drive us. The only way to stop the hate and the fear is to gain understanding. And the only way to gain understanding is to have conversations. That's what we're trying to do with hopenotfearproject.org. Check it out. Also, I don't mention this enough, our Know Your Rights tool. For every immigrant and citizen in this country, thanks, Keith, Paxton. It's been out there now for a few months. Thousands and thousands of immigrants and citizens are using this Know Your Rights tool to fight back legally and lawfully against what ICE is doing. Check it out at paxis.app, paxis.app. Check out the tool. Help put the tool in the hands of any immigrant or citizen you know who would need it to legally and lawfully fight back against ICE. And as always, go to, and you can do it right there, go to our GoFundMe page and help support us as we try to put this tool into the hands of all the folks in this country who need it. My Substack, Social Contract with Joe Walsh. Oh my God, I'm promoting everything, Keith. Social Contract with joewalsh.substack.com. If you want to support my voice, this is the best way you can do it. Become a subscriber. Social Contract with joewalsh.substack.com. Last thing, send me an email about anything that's on your mind. The Social Contract with Joe Walsh at gmail.com. All one word, the Social Contract with Joe Walsh at gmail.com. Thanks for listening, everybody. Be brave.
Thank you for listening. Remember to listen, follow, and share The Social Contract with Joe Walsh on Apple, Spotify. Plus, don't forget to subscribe to The Social Contract on Substack. This has been The Social Contract with Joe Walsh.